My life is just a never-ending cycle. I want to break free, but I can't. So, it's almost the end of the semester, which is basically almost the end of my first year here in college, which is freaking insane. It went by so fast. But, as many of you know, around 4 o'clock-ish, I usually just spiel about how I feel. So let me tell you one of the things that's on my mind. Um, you know, I'm really straightforward, when it comes to certain things. Like, you know, sort of, how I feel about a certain subject or something like that, or, if we have to talk about our opinions on something. But, like, when it comes to other things like, friendship and relationship, it's a lot different. And I just don't think people get me. For example, if I tease you, or make fun of you, it's probably, I don't do it to random people, trust me. But if I do that, it's gonna be because, we're close friends, or, like I know you for a long time, stuff like that, let's throw some insults at each other because, we're best pals and stuff. I only do that because I want to return. I think it's fun, I think it's entertaining, it shows a good relationship overall, if you can do stuff like that, just because you can't do that with everybody. You come here to college or to Creighton, especially, to study. Your ultimate thing here is to study and become, whatever it is that you want to become here. But, as a freshman and as a human being, what you also want is, you want a social life, and you want lots of friends, and you know what? With me, even the number, it doesn't even matter. As long as you have, one or two really good friends that know you, that really, that that understand you, just one or two, those friends, they should be able to tell whether, you're feeling bad, or you're contemplating, or, you're thinking about something hard because something's bothering you. They can tell the difference between that and because, or instead you're being like, you're just tired. Oh, Melvin, you need to get some sleep. I'm like, no, I'm fine. It's really hard too, because once you find, your friends or a good relationship with somebody, and everything seems to shift, and just something about it changes for some reason. Like the feeling was mutual, but it changed. Like, for example, if I always call you, and if I always invite you to lunch, let's go to lunch or something, or if I, just call you to say hi, or I stop by your room, but the other person doesn't do that as much. I don't know how I'm supposed to feel about that. Maybe it just means that I'm supposed to be not as, I don't know, not as into it as much, I guess, because I'm taking it too seriously. It's just difficult when you do so much to hold up something that's really, that's really a big part of your life here at Creighton, your social life. You do so many things to hold it up. It sucks sometimes, when people, they just can't do the same. And why do things have to change? you know, what makes things so drastic where, you know, your whole line of activities with, you know, your group of friends, or your best friend, or your lover, you know, what makes it so different that it has to change, you know, like, and you don't even know what made it change. It really just takes a toll on me especially. You know, when I feel like I just keep giving, and I know, because, you know, I'm Christian Catholic, that, you know, you give and you don't ask for anything, and I don't ask for anything, and you shouldn't expect for anything either, but, you know, I do sometimes, and I don't know if that's sinful or anything, but, you know, when I put a lot of effort into something, you know, I guess the word expect is right. I really just expect, you know, the same in return. You know, a mutual thing. Well, I'm tired, and I'm sorry that I was spieling on you, and I know, probably the majority of you don't even care about what I'm saying, which is fine, because all I really want to do anyway is just to find somebody to talk with. I can't hear your other end of the conversation, but you know, you're welcome to make a video back. No, I'm not gonna YouTube this. Facebook only, maybe not. You know, don't get me wrong, because college it's freaking awesome. It really is, especially in the residence life, where people really do try to get to know you, and, you know, give everybody you can a chance, because you won't regret it. A year has already passed, and I feel like nothing has changed. You'd think that going through so much would allow you to learn from experience, so that history wouldn't repeat itself. But if there's one thing that I learned, it's that everybody's different, you know? Not everybody's like you, not everybody thinks the same way you do. In that sense, expectations can't be set, but we all still put expectations on people we encounter, even the people we know and the people that we hold close to us. If you find anyone who meets your standards, at least someone who is always there, or dependable, or someone who always has your back no matter what, and who appreciates you, don't let them go. And by that I mean, do your best not to push them away like I did. So really, don't befriend me. I'm walking bad luck. I can't maintain relationships or friendships or whatever worth a crap. I don't know. My life is just a never-ending cycle. I want to break free, but I can't.